Sentinels is going to pick Sova, but obviously they just stuck with it. So I don't know. I have to think about that a little bit more. Either way, their Skye was fantastic last game.
Yeah.
It's a different player now, though. So we'll have to see.
Luminosity starting off on attack. bdog's already been tagged up. Taking a little bit of damage, but not much progress made here at all.
Yeah. I mean, they poke early. And they get a little bit of damage on the sick, but trades a little bit with bdog as well. So they're going completely refresh over towards dapr. And does have a trip to indicate that they're out, as well as the camera. And he spots them too. I think he spotted 2 there, so the rotation should be coming through. Look at TenZ. TenZ is already going down elbow. This take needs to happen right now, or TenZ is going to be flanking super fast.
TenZ on the flank. ShahZaM was actually rotating over 2. Ultimately falls, but you're right. You gotta watch out for TenZ. And there it is. The flank has already shown up as he takes care of dazzLe. Looking for a bit more as he gets a second. And the pistol here going heavily in favor of Sentinels. Yeah. Bala did, I believe Sentinels won both.
Rotation from LG came really slow, and they never really pounced on the site. It's going to be interesting, bdog. TenZ clearly was good with the Jett changes. Last game, bdog we haven't seen yet. And they're playing a full retake setup on B. They've already broken the trip too, so mada can kind of explore.
Yeah, TenZ, as you mentioned, is taking so much space mid. bdog almost seems to expect it. bdog winning that duel again. Weren't very many times that we could say TenZ was winning that out. Seems to continue here.
You say that. Actually, I looked it up in the middle, and I was on the side that you're saying too. I thought that bdog was getting the best of him, but it was even on all counts with op kills or the regular kills.
And that's what I get for believing you.
It's the feeling that counts, right?
That's true. That is true. You're starting to see this gun difference really come on display here for Sentinels, as TiGG is the only one that remains. But it wasn't for free. Sentinels did manage to drop both Kanpeki and TenZ.
One more kill here would be amazing. Just cancel out the bonus. And I don't think he's going to get it. Teams are warmed up now. And they know what to expect. Look at this 3 push down. That flash, while good, confirms there's some sort of a push. Doesn't really know the extent of it. And the extent of it is dangerous. But great angle from mada to receive. And they don't really have anybody who can flash for dapr here. Unless Kanpeki was to join him with it.
I got the spike.
It's interesting. The dart there. It went top mid. TenZ smoked it off. That also could have indicated they crossed back. But instead, they have this setup. If they walk into elbow, this is so dangerous.
The Trailblazers just going to give some of it away. But how much more are they expecting? bdog greeted with Marshall. Takes a good bit of damage, but seems to be okay for now. The spam's there as Kanpeki cleans up TiGG. TenZ repositioning, looking for a little bit more. There it is. He lands a shot. The dash does work, but it may not matter. dapr cleans things up as well. Moose is left alone in this 1v3. This round has gone horribly sideways for Luminosity. Oh, now the neural theft too.
You can't really run with 25 seconds left.
He's gonna try.
He's gonna cut it really close if he goes through double doors even. And I think Sentinels has already said, hey, I think you can't make it.
10 seconds
He's gonna have to plant inside the open if ShahZaM's gonna be here.
Ooh.
Oh, he gets across. Wow.
The dart's gonna give the position away though, and the shock dart hurts. Shaz cleans him up at the end. So Sentinels with a great lead here to start off Breeze. Luminosity just were not able to find their way in on B, and you look on the minimap and it really just kind of tells you this whole story. His bodies are littering.
But let's use a dart, let's use a flash, let's take the fight into mid. Or just go towards A. And this time they're prepped really hard over towards A.
Yeah, look at the Sentinels have already sent 2 up. bdog.
This
It's a lot of damage.
It's a little much though. ShahZaM has to try to find a way to get sick out of here. And he does.
Just barely. He does. Is that through the smoke?
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Meanwhile, Mada did get taken out on elbow against Kanpeki. And that has given, actually, Kanpeki the full reign to come back over towards A. And his knife is actually going to come up. Yep. Cancels the drone.
And the blades. And again, it seems like Luminosity, they cut noise. Quietly wait to reposition and see how they want to approach this. TiGG creeping his way forward now. You know, with 30 HP, the Classic's not going to do anything up there as TenZ gets 3 on the round. Although, Moose starting to rip this thing back. They may have a shot at this, Bala.
There's the last player. Moose can get the north left off. Yep. So they'll know where he's coming from. They can position accordingly. They're still not planting the spike. That's going to actually cost them time to reposition in this case.
Cage triggered.
He's got utility. Moose is the big problem here. You've got to be able to deal with Moose and bdog's blades. Win the round out of thrift.
Okay, that's actually good. The cannon camera will spot anybody jumping out of nest or peeking nest. And now they've actually confirmed that TenZ is walking down. But it doesn't matter. There's nobody there to trade with Mada.
Yeah. Turns out TenZ knows how to use a blade storm as well.
LG thinks they're free up halls here. They haven't spotted anybody this entire time, and yeah, that's what happens. ShahZaM's just holding an off angle on him.
Drone.
Just walked right into his crosshair. I didn't have to move. Positions there. Spike still hasn't really made its way out of caves, but yeah, you've got Moose who's gone up really deep here. But there's no easy way for them to rotate back. It seems Moose almost has to rejoin A here.
Give me those back.
But it seems like they're going to try anyway. And off of the attempt at a rotate, TiGG falls.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah.
There's definitely an opportunity there as Moose got the flank on ShahZaM, because TiGG then has the opportunity to open up the door and cause problems and pressure on the A side. But as he falls off, as everybody regroups around that space, I mean, he has the whole world watching him. So dazzLe looks like he wants to try to save. And I think he might actually get it off, because Sick is going to clear nest, and that's it, yeah.
I mean, there's still a lot of time too. Yeah, it seems like he's passed.
10 seconds left.
He should be able to get away.
There's still time once they clear this for Sick to walk back over.
Nah, no way.
Yeah. Nice. Could have crawled in there, too. That would have been really safe, dazzLe.
Weird too. They've got light armor down the entire way. A Sheriff and a Marshal from Mada and TiGG, respectively.
TenZ is going a different way.
Mm.
There we go.
Oh, but are you expecting Sick? No, I don't think you're not.
Stun. Yeah, that Molly is too hard to push through with the orb as well.
Yeah.
But now dapr's left completely alone. He does not have TenZ to back him up, and that's been the key for him in previous rounds. No tripwire kill either. They've got some control.
All of the utilities been cleared out. dapr playing around his cage. You hear the Hunter Fury come through. It's dapr just waiting on the other side. It drops, and just like that, the kills erupt. TiGG's Marshal's not going to be enough as dapr gets 3 on the round. No utility. Didn't seem to make a difference.
Really strange decision there, actually, from LG to leave him there. All right, they caged him off and then just said, okay, I mean, you could be on the other side of this, but hopefully I win the fight. And you can see dazzLe had his...
to join them.
They are going fast mid this time, though. 3 players in this position. Flashing door quick, a dart up as well. And they've swapped dapr over towards A in lieu of Sick playing the Viper's Pit, with the camera supporting him as well, so he can't get flanked out of tunnels.
Welcome to my world.
Whoa.
Okay.
Ult through halls and immediately clearing the back. What a response. They push cave too. LG have no clue where to go at this point.
No,
Map control lost on A. And halls completely.
And then you can't really go B because of the Viper's Pit either. They have such a good setup. They've been suffocated out. Luminosity left with no options.
And the timing is great as well for ShahZaM to arrive at the perfect time, right as LG actually break the camera and start to pressure Sick on the backside. potentially get a pinch off. ShahZaM's here to receive. They have so much they could combo here.
Yeah, and you've got
Shock
dapr.
darts, mollies, everything.
And you've got dapr holding nest too, so even if they try to explore that.
Still have a trailblazer.
Spotted him. Shaz
30
takes her
seconds
mada.
left.
Only 3 left for Luminosity with 30 seconds to think this one through, and they've made their way around them, but I don't know that Shaz knows. No, he falls. Now Dapper's going to show up. He's still back sight, but they're going to have to do something quick. How have Luminosity cracked this thing open?
Spike's down, though, in a spot where TenZ is watching with an op. There's no chance of recovering that spike.
No, not at all. Moose is going to have to pull off some sort of madness. 47 HP, no armor to his name. Yeah, he gets the spike down, but that's all it's going to be. If it wasn't TenZ with the classic from around the corner, it was the nade that was going to clean things up. And while it was dicey for a moment, Luminosity found an opening. The fact that the spike landed in no man's land just flipped it.
Okay, so again, they're going to pressure try to walk up halls. Very low economy. And TenZ, every time he's making the right guess, the right sight to hold down. And he's actually giving the op over to ShahZaM, playing a really corner where he's never played.
You know that it's there now. bdog dashes forward into his Cloudbird, tries to drop down around yellow. The flash cleans up the kill, the stinger of all things.
I know exactly.
So once again, Luminosity against odds seem to find openings, but the problem is they haven't successfully converted enough times. Balla, they've been here before, but Sentinels seem to yank it back.
Well, this is the first time they've actually won the fights on both sides of their approach, right? Whenever they go for a split, usually it's just getting meekly through on one side. This time, they got through halls. They even had the flank possible for mada, and they maintained site control.
TiGG is weak. He hears people swinging around. He's going to get a chance at both of them, but ShahZaM cleans that one up. It's still a 1v3, though. And dazzLe still has 2 shock darts. Yeah, I think at this point you save the op. That's exactly what Shaz is doing.
Get that back in the hands of TenZ. With the dynamic positioning that he's having so far, he's having such an impact. And LG didn't even recover any huge ones on the back of site. Mada needs to join him.
Same flash from the previous round towards double doors, but the pace is not there. It's not a fast hit.
Look at TenZ. He's going to walk through this. Oh my goodness.
He spotted his feet.
Cam did not spot him. He sees him now, yep. I can't believe he walked through that smoke without activating his dash. This guy's on another level of crazy. And it works for him. And it's great. Those are the types of things that make TenZ such a fun player to watch.
Under Fury, Kanpeki gets one with a nade. dazzLe trades it back. Seems like they still want to try to approach things. Ooh, double doors. TenZ gets dropped as bdog gets 2 big kills. Bladestorm still in his pocket. Ooh. Thought that shock dart was going to do it.
Out of charges.
They need to cross with the spike. How do they do it? With the wall. Waiting for the fuel and ShahZaM, unfortunately. I think thinks there that he's going to get info that they're not on A. So he walks through the smoke, walks through the wall. And unfortunately the info was they were on A.
And dapr, that op, just out of reach. Yeah, you can see it.
He has the cage. He wants to go for it.
Yeah, he may be able to. Oh, he got it. Is he going to? Surely. Get out of there, guy. bdog with 3 on the round. They're not going to be able to carry the op. And
TenZ is going to explore over towards mid. But it's a more conventional A approach. And TenZ has got a lot of information immediately.
That deep dart. You're right, the space there. You can use the drone to try to create some room to work with on A. The deep flash as Sick walks his way forward, and bdog greets him. How much more can he find? A second flash as he's playing so well around the Skye utility. But what can Sentinels do to snatch it back? It doesn't look like much at all. As dapr, who's still on the opposite side of the map, never really had a chance to play.
Yeah, there's no op on this side either.
And Ball, you know, we've mentioned a couple of times here, at least statistically, mada struggling.
Yeah.
He might still not be on the board, but you see the impact that he's having off of his utility to allow bdog to get openers, to make plays happen. It's been so big. Uh-oh. Hardest shots
No,
are
you're
the
right.
ones where they're not moving.
See if TenZ, with a knife from Kanpeki, with a dart from ShahZaM, approaches in mid, and I think he is. Yep, he's running it down.
Oh, and bdog. So close.
Oh,
To get
walk through the other side.
Oh, TenZ finds the opening he needs, finds the timing to clean up Mada. And he still has the dash up to be able to reposition.
But I think they didn't really recognize the fact that they walked past TenZ in that situation. So TenZ is frantically running back over here, and ShahZaM's going to get caught out. No.
They have nest control. This is a big kill. If TiGG can find something on dapr, but oh yeah, there he is. He falls apart. Dapr's not able to get anything. The site should be theirs unless TenZ can do something with it. You see him still creeping his way around. The Viper Spit's going to provide a little bit of cover. Deny information. Yeah, I mean, you've got ways to get in here, but TenZ has, yeah, he has to reposition. And guess what? bdog's just around the corner. TenZ wise to it, cleans him up. Now they can turn their attention towards the site, towards the Viper's Pit. You've got to push your worst forward. Spike ticking away. TenZ gets 3. He dashes forward to try to get the 4th, but Sick cleans it up at the end. They take the site right back. Oh, and get the defuse.
That's unbelievable. As we approach the last round of the half, TenZ is trying to... Has the timing. And gets through the wall at the same time.
Out of my way.
Blades from straight online. The flash is there. It's both of them. Duel across the middle of the map. Neither ain't getting anything, but it's an op from TenZ that wins that out against bdog. Oh, you're right. It just kind of feels like the guy's taking over.
He's a monster on this map. Absolute monster.
I think they may know that Kanpeki's there, though. They just pinned him on the mini-map. TenZ was there with the cover, and look at that. He swings around, and he gets one anyway.
That's just beautiful stuff. He gets the knife kill still. Come on, man. That is ridiculous. Against all almost identical comp, just swapping the chamber. A lot of times bdog can do the exact same thing down short, especially with the help of Mada's dog and flashes. So either way, it's going to be those two guys head to head on this map more than any.
Sentinels have quietly, without making a sound, funneled their way out towards A, and now you hear the gunfire start to erupt as kills get traded back and forth. TenZ with the dash, Sheriff pushing back members of Luminosity as they continue to creep their way forward. You've got to be careful though. You've got Moose on a flank, and he gets open around to ShahZaM. Oh, the timing's nuts.
One enemy remaining.
There we go. Mada online, he gets 3. Okay. Coming out of nowhere through double doors. That's exactly what you want to see to start off a half. The player who didn't have impact going right back at it.
And I want to ball it because literally as you were talking about the combination of Mada and bdog and Mada opening things up for bdog.
This pistol round win for LG come off the back of him.
Serious, yeah.
If that's not a confidence booster, I don't know what is. Again, the dog
Scout just
spotting exactly what's going on in elbow, but there's no actual response from bdog. They've got a deep dart that landed way outside of cave. So they're going to push that, but not fast enough, I think. I feel like we're watching the same team on this defensive side so far. With the way that Moose is playing the Cypher. That's a big flash. Spots that it's not actually going to be a split potential in the next like 10 seconds. I think the hit's going to start coming. Yep, so they know. Tunnels is clear.
Cage to provide from cover. They still have time to flip the map, but surely they commit to it at this point, right? You see Viper just drops the wall.
Well, they were just hunting for kills there, actually. You see the wall come down.
Yeah.
It's actually to isolate dazzLe, potentially. Again, the information is so huge here from Mada.
Doubling down. dazzLe's dart. That's a big kill, too, onto the spike. Second one out from dazzLe. He's flashed up, not able to land the third. Now you see TenZ starting to do things with that Sheriff. But Moose, perhaps Moose can do it. And it's TiGG who cleans it up at the end. LG gets...
And if that's the idea, if that's the plan, LG, at this point, know how to receive pretty damn well.
TenZ able to deal a little bit of damage onto bdog there. Marshall not finding the early pick. As you see, Sick. He's made his way up into halls.
Poison's off.
dazzLe just on the other side. Does he get froggy? Does he push?
Hope not. TenZ looking right at him. bdog not finding the impact, and he goes down.
Punished. And there it is. As soon as the door goes up, you saw dazzLe try to swing out, and he's greeted by two members of Sentinels.
Yeah, and TiGG is in an unwinnable position there.
Yeah.
At that point, he's getting pinched from halls and also cave. So, just Mada and Moose, and this was the bonus for them. Don't forget their first bonus opportunity. And it doesn't go well at all. Did that camera really? Okay, yeah, it's not looking down at all, but I can't believe that actually spots the cross to double doors, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a nice cam. And it seems like, I mean, I guess it's better to save the Spectre. It's better than nothing.
Well, I think they'll definitely get some resistance here anyways. Mada has the opportunity. Yeah, he's going to get ult next round with that kill. That's nice. It's the upper hand in this second half. Might just carry their team to a victory.
You see bdog starting to push the matter. He's got the dash. He's got the op. He's got the shot and the kill onto TenZ.
Great exploration. Something that actually he wasn't able to fully do on Chamber, even though he was doing it consistently. But look, dapr's actually walked out towards cinder blocks. And with this wall going down, actually he could opt to try to take a fight. But the dart reveals him.
There's really no way for him to do a whole lot, but he decides to double down and he stays, doesn't reposition. Values the positioning a bit more.
Meanwhile, Mada's actually explored quite a lot down elbow, so they know this hit is real.
What can they do about it? You've got TiGG who's still playing on site. He's just kind of... He's fully committed. What a shot out from bdog. How much more can he find? Now you see TiGG start to swing around the pyramids, not finding anything. Viper's Pit.
What?
Thinking something happened, but my goodness, Moose does it right back. 6 left alone in a 1v4, making a 1v3, a 1v2. Surely not. Surely not. Almost. My goodness, but Moose with 3 at the end. Cleans things up. bdog's going to get one step closer to that Blade Storm. And Luminosity get to 7. They're not out yet, Balla.
No, not at all. And unfortunately, that leaves you in an impossible situation in a lot of cases.
Early tag right off the bat onto TiGG.
TenZ got knives with that orb. Also keeping track of Kanpeki and his ult orb status too, because that is really an impact ult. Love what I'm seeing from Sick, the deep position to actually receive this potential flank from, or push from Mada. But he's really isolated against 4 people right here. Mada, this is dangerous territory.
No way, they don't clear that! Now he's got a flash to give him exit, but TenZ lands the shots anyway. Excuse me, the blades. dazzLe trading it back, 4v3 in favor of LG. And Sentinels have to throw the brakes on this thing.
Against TenZ down early. Last time, we actually saw them struggle to get out of cave after TenZ fell to bdog's push. It came up to dapr actually to try to make a play. This time it doesn't feel like anybody has the proactivity to go for. What is that shot from bdog? That is absurd. A wallbang headshot as he shoulder peeks. We saw it already how ridiculous this kid is on bind. And right now he's bringing LG back in this game.
Sick again, finds himself in a big 1vx.
10 seconds
I said it
left.
last time, but this time, surely there's no time.
Yeah, he's not going to have enough time.
He could get the plant money, and that is crucial. Or not. And Sentinel's money is messed up at this point. 6 just got the Vandal from the last round, and actually leave it on Sick, who still has the armor. TenZ so far, not on this half, has found the same value that he did on that defense. And that was what I was talking about. How much easier it is on defense for these Jett operators to find a lot of value, especially with the change, the patch.
Spotted at least 2 there, potentially the 3rd.
I like the info updraft there so that they can cross safely, knowing that there's nobody peeking them from double doors. And again, they're going into bdog.
They may not be. See how well they're spread out.
Good patience there too from LG, specifically bdog. Not to push with the timer going down. A lot of people expect that they have to use that dash, but no.
Tripwire gets cleared out. Still don't have full control of A. dazzLe still
Spike on the cross.
back sight. Yeah.
They just got to hold this right now. They have no wall or anything to actually stop her. There's the cage to cross, but nobody to do it, and it missed. dappr's recovered it now.
TiGG getting challenged by TenZ. And the shock dart cleans it up out of ShahZaM at the end. Door goes up. Moose looking for any head to take off. He spots a couple. Not able to land the shots yet. ShahZaM weak. dapr. It's stuck.
This round comes down to Sick. He's got the Vandal into the powered position inside of double doors, but they're expecting it.
Smoke him off, and they push him off too.
One enemy
He's weak now. Yeah, he ultimately falls. Mada with 49 HP, but it's dazzLe who gets 3 at the end, and they're going to tie things up at 9 apiece. My goodness.
And LG is not done yet. I've had to play back through open qualifiers that did not make a roster change. And you can see the dividends right here. So coordinated, even through complete meta shifts.
Eyes down.
It doesn't get much easier than that. You hear the null command come through. The Hunter Fury is going to follow as TiGG trying to play around the stairs, trying to stay alive. Spots ahead, spots a second. Not able to connect on either, as Sentinels have found the openings that they need on A.
But look at the flank. It's coming really fast from Moose.
Yeah, but it's a 4v2.
bdog still with the approaching.
Well, that was the easy one. Shaz had nothing but a classic. How much more can they find? Time not on their side. bdog not able to land the first shot. He tries to go up top.
That movement was insane still.
Moose isn't doing it either. He had the 1v3. And it was
See it getting the op out of bdog's hands. Yeah, economically. Still, LG has a little bit of control. But one thing we're really not seeing is that aggressive approach that bdog had. Right? So they're kind of banking on the fact that Sentinels is going to go towards his site.
Yeah.
And in this case, it looks like they're right so far. Conditions could change.
Oh, and it's not just him, too. Oh, move. Oh, did
The
he spot a
timing,
shoulder?
he saw him,
He
but
did!
the other didn't. ShahZaM did not.
That's a pixel. Looks so close. And with this, it seems like they want to continue to double down. Moose gets a 3rd on the round. His utility is set up here. You've dropped bdog's up, and you managed to get through Moose as well. Those were big ones as Kanpeki gets 3. It's a 2v2. TiGG so far away.
Immediately smokes the spike too. Kanpeki stuck, but he's watching the flank, and that's where TiGG is coming from.
62 HP though, man. He's got to be good for it.
This Trailblazer has to find Kanpeki. It doesn't.
Oh, how does he not land those shots? Kanpeki 22. He has to swing around. Mada gets set. It's all on to Sick. He's going to be able to isolate it to 1v1. TiGG pushing through the smoke, and Sick does it again. The Red Bull clutch for Sick. Good situation for the boys on the defensive half. Look, it looks like they want to push a little bit aggressively in the caves. Flash. There it is. They find some info. Look at bdog. He's got to find value. One. Mada got one with the frenzy as well. And look at dazzLe.
They're still pushing.
Push from all fronts. They try to suffocate out Sentinels, and they leave TenZ alone.
Oh! Everything gone in an instant. Point. So this is massive, and they've got the op back. They picked up that round.
Now TenZ with blades of his own. Looks like they're going to push the matter towards double doors. Yeah, you're right. It's going to be quick.
They've got to hold on the cave here. ShahZaM's alone, though. Maybe Sick can actually hold him.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Down to 70 HP now. As the dash comes through, but bdog lands a shot onto TenZ. He looks for a second, and he does it. Ultimately pays for it with his life. 3v3 neural theft comes through.
Spike planted.
Double shock. Oh! That's a lot of damage. But he pays for it. dapr with the swing.
Now, yeah, they do have the Seekers. Got some info, but this is so difficult. Kanpeki with the nades is going to provide him a little bit of cover, a little bit of time. dapr's so weak, 50 HP. Kanpeki still trying to dance around, not able to do it. A 2v2. Mada 7 HP to his name. Look at him funny, and he dies here, and ShahZaM still playing on caves. Might be exactly what they needed. ShahZaM gets 3 at the end, and Sentinels get...
No command, and LG's not reacting. Cypher is still here. Moose is still here. But he's running all the way back to spawn. Cannot get caught by these pulses.
Yeah.
And Mada has no flashes to deal with.
There's the ult. He's still far off. Yep, the Cypher utility. Enough to delay for a tad. TenZ works his way forward and falls. As Mada repositions, he gets a second. He's gone unchecked. The spike's still not on yet, and now bdog with the op is going to be able to hold things down from Nest. Sentinels walk into a trap. Oh, and there's no way through. ShahZaM in a 1v5, and he's not going to pull it off. The Prime Gaming
Moose has swapped over towards A. It's not a setup that they've played so far. The flash already spots, and he's pre-mollying. They see the dart coming, and he's going to molly again.
And he spams, dude. The dash, the weakness from the molly is enough to take care of TenZ.
Every single time that TenZ has gone down early, too, Sentinels has had to stall. And it comes down to players like dapr and Sick to try to make a play.
bdog's got to get something here. You see him positioning and try to cut off rotations if they try to take mid-map.
Where does this drone go?
Yeah, it's going
to him.
No
It's spotted
way.
for sure.
Surely, right? Surely, no! And now the cloud burst as bdog finds his
Oh!
corner and he gets a second!
Down mid.
Willing this game to overtime right now.
Unreal. Unreal.
Revealing area.
And again, ShahZaM left in a position that is so difficult. 1v5 last round, 1v4 this round.
With a
Getting shocked down to
face.
half HP.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
You mentioned the resilience out from Luminosity. Man, if that's not on full display on this map, I don't know what is. Wait, how deep is the playbook? dazzLe against ShahZaM here.
Again, TenZ going fast down mid, and he's going even more brazenly.
And it pays off.
Updrafting on top of the wall, and yeah, immediately pays off. TiGG did not put down his wall. So, they're going to have to take this dry as all. No smokes to cover. We've got to work the picks. Moose is in prime position to potentially do that. And I think that's what they're going to do. They try, put pressure onto B, and Moose tries to catch a rotator. They have 1 minute left to still work with. TenZ has got to activate his dash with his Trailblazer.
Blocking sight.
Does he? Surely he does, right?
He just walks out, of course.
Of course. Of course.
Here comes Moose. This is what I'm talking about, the push and pull. He's out.
And he's out. And he's out. We're right about that. 5v3, TenZ should be able to hear the rotations, and it doesn't get much easier. He spots one, spots a second, the third on the round for him, repositions to get the third, but no, it's bdog who cleans that up, but Sentinels get to 13. The thing is,
Back to the side that they're good at.
Yeah.
The side that they brought the game back on.
Try to get bdog in a cheeky position with the op, and the guy does not miss.
The thing there, you remember TenZ making a similar play walking through the smoke. In this case, actually, LG does it with teammates. Again, Mada's there, hip and hit with bdog. Major difference in the play styles of both teams. But again, they're close. The dog spots it, though. LG is reading everything right now, knowing the tendencies that Sentinels likes to play with. They managed to close that door, no.
Whew. The pixel was all that was given there. Mada still playing back yellow. He swings out at just the right time.
Spike planted.
Look at TenZ.
Spike planted though. Yeah, look at TenZ. Oh,
Oh
my gosh!
Turns at the right second. bdog continues to rampage this server.
Kanpeki and ShahZaM
Remaining.
to try to force it over, and Kanpeki has gotten it to a 1v3. Spike ticking away. He got another one, but that's all it was going to be. They're going to get the defuse. And we're going again.
How do they stop the aggression from TenZ, though? Remember what it was. For
13 apiece. TenZ not pushing mid, as we've talked about a couple of times. It seems like it's wanting to test things out right outside of A, and that's exactly where Luminosity want to go. The Trailblazer not going to spot any concrete info. Dead silent. Neither team really willing to take a step here. Now you see the drone come out. TenZ's position is going to be given away. The flash and Cloud Burst to try to provide some cover. No, he falls. Sick does too. Luminosity in a position here to finally take the lead back on overtime. And they're doing so with flying colors. dapr and ShahZaM, the only two that remain on the defensive side. Now you've got the Seekers to deal with too.
and both of them go towards spawn, so perfect position here now for Moose to make a play.
And at just the right time, you see him start to test the water, swing out by door. Not able to connect, but the pressure overwhelming for Sentinels here. dapr creeping his way forward. The hat's given. dapr lands the nasty flick. Has he got the second? ShahZaM in a 1v3. dazzLe's weak. There's just not enough time. Not enough time. ShahZaM gets it to a 1v2. Surely. No freaking way. My goodness.
He did not invest to go glass cannon. Instead, finds a position way up on the stack. And I think this is really important. That knife gives some false information. And if they do try to end up walking out with the wall or something like that, which I don't think they will, he could get an easy kill.
Oh, but you've got to be careful. Look at the rotations out from Luminosity. They've left B. They've left Moose alone. There's no one even in nest. The door, that should confirm things.
Is there a flash? Not in time for Mada. They're not going to confirm. They're just here. So Moose, all up to him.
He's got to be good for at least one here. He's got to be good for at least one. Mada's already fallen. Sick taking aggressive positioning as they wrap around him and leave him no options, no room to breathe.
The rest of LG is way too slow.
Well, they were on the opposite side of the map. It was all off those early rotations. There was no way for them to get back soon enough.
Sure, but even bdog's still close clearing through cave when the hit is coming.
Yeah.
I got to see him running it down, especially with the Phantom in this case.
Last player standing.
And now they have to potentially do the tough task of winning again on their attack side.
Where they've struggled.
Stop the Hall's presence, something like that. And they've got a big wall to actually be able to do it. TenZ straight through mid. And right back up towards elbow, but this is interesting. He's making the wrong read. And going into dapr and Kanpeki. Over towards A, leaving them alone.
Still all the Cypher utility here. Moose is not going to be able to really get in deeply without having to deal with that tripwire.
Take flight.
All right, surely they double down here. The drone, the Viper's wall. And now the door goes up. Moose in a really good position here, and ShahZaM's going to have to swing around to try to deal with him here. His bdog works his way onto the site, takes care of dapr. Moose still alive. Moose still causing problems from up top, and if he continues to go left unchecked, it's going to be problematic for Sentinels. But TenZ swings right back with 3! Oh no, he's got the blades and he pulls them out, but he lands the shots anyway! 4, and Sick gets the...
Man alone sometimes.
And that felt like an eternity watching him switch out. But alas, Sentinels again take the lead. Now they're on attack.
This camera, okay, Moose.
Spotted. Moose has 3 position. He took a little bit of damage.
It's up to bdog. He's got the op this time. Got the first kill.
There it is. The dash. Oh, it was a kill trip, but it doesn't land. Shot. Numbers still in favor of LG, though.
Winning that battle is massive. bdog was still basically a sentinel inside of that half wall. And for him to be gone, they can move freely throughout the site. You can see TenZ crossing. Other people can move out of their positions if they so desire, but there's a 3-point retake coming.
All depends on how dazzLe chooses to approach this. Are there enough? The defenses of Sentinels, are there enough? 3v2, Kanpeki and TenZ, only 2 that remain. Kanpeki's able to equalize
Last player
things.
standing.
But Kanpeki falls. TenZ, who else but
Time.
TenZ?
They've got to go.
And they've got
Camera trying to spot him. It spotted his shoulder.
1v2, TenZ, repositioned, maybe able to get one. He's gonna double 1v1 and he spams that!